Minecraft has a whole slew of different dungeons and structures around the world at this point, from different villages to cobwebbed mineshafts underground or subaquatic ocean monuments housing terrors of the deeps. But let's expand on those. In this video, I'll be showing you the top 10 best Minecraft structure and dungeon mods of this year that you need to download. There's everything from castles and keeps to all new villager houses and medieval underground villages. Let's begin. Number 10, Repurposed Structures. This mod is all about taking those standard vanilla structures and then creating modified versions of them in the form of new variants and different similar structures with some modifications to them. This mod has a total of 12 dungeon types, 14 new mineshafts, 4 new monuments, 3 ancient cities, 11 new villages, 16 temples, 4 new igloo types, 14 pillager outposts, 4 shipwrecks, 8 mansions, 6 new witch huts, 5 ruins, an ender-themed ruin portal, a nether-themed end city, an overworld-themed end city, a nether stronghold, an end stronghold, an underground bastion in the overworld, and 6 new well types for the biomes. Now that was an exhausting list, but it really just showcased how much variation you get in this particular mod. Number 9, Recurrent Complex. This is perhaps one of the most densely packed structure mods out there. It adds a total of more than 200 totally randomized structures, and this is the single most important mod if your world is completely bare bones. There's everything from forts to shrines, ruins, underground hidden treasure rooms, inns, windmills, graveyards and towers, mazes, meteorites, pyramids, big trees, abandoned houses and mines, and even pirate hideouts. Number 8, Exploration Plus. The structures added in this specific mod are in a vanilla style and include the Forgotten Well, the Aztec looking jungle temple, the shrine with a campfire in its center, the underground temple which features different rooms such as a library and it's covered in cobwebs, the floating island which is kind of like an oasis with trees in the sky, and some small details that spawn around the world such as large oak trees and small mounds of logs. Number 7, Castle Dungeons. This mod adds procedurally generated castles with randomized interior layouts, which are dungeons that sit on the surface level of the overworld. These castles each have different rooms inside, which are very similar to a stronghold, such as libraries, mob spawner rooms, TNT rooms, and winding staircases like that you find in the underground roguelike dungeons mods. This is a great fantasy mod where you'll find some danger, some extra loot, and something new to decorate the wildlands with. Number 6, Thatched. I featured this mod in the past in a top 10, but I still love it for its uniqueness. The mod adds a range of different NPC villages, which are in the style of ancient traditional Korean architecture. These new village types spawn in the plains biome with thatched or tiled houses, which have thatched roofs, which are made of beach grass, reeds, grass, frond, duckweed, and yak hair, which can be sheared to get their materials or fluid. If you want an Asian style civilization, this is the mod to have for some beautiful and naturally occurring Asian architecture. Number 5, Awesome Dungeon. This structure mod piqued my interest because the structures which it adds are absolutely massive. These are on a much larger scale than what you're probably used to in a structures mod. They're absolutely giant, like the giant jungle tree, the abandoned oak palace, the better jungle temple, which in my opinion is more pleasing than the vanilla one, and many more structures like the swamp temple, the desert husk temple, a Z tower, the abandoned mushroom structure, and a witch's castle. All of these structures are very impressive in their build, and it's not just your simple structure mod where it adds some reskinned vanilla buildings. These ones actually have time taken into how they were built. Number 4, Dungeons Enhanced. This vast dungeons mod adds so many structures to the game that it's even hard to count. It removes the repetitive nature of the bland vanilla structures and adds 21 new ones that you can now explore, all having the basis of a medieval fantasy theme, which makes it a perfect RPG style mod. Many of these structures are actually based on the vanilla structures and are upgraded versions or some kind of variant or offshoot of them. There's everything from huge mazes under large trees, giant castles or spooky and forgotten temples, or towers full of the undead. You'll be exploring deep crypts, jungle temple monuments covered in grass and vines, and some eerie and dark places. Number 3, Workshops of Doom. When presents come at Christmas, it's all thanks to Santa and his elves working tirelessly in their workshop. What if something wrong happened? Well, the Illagers have taken over Santa's workshops and they're creating their own toys of doom, collecting all of the surrounding natural resources. Quarry structures will now generate in the plains and deserts. Mine structures will generate in badlands and mountain biomes, and workshop structures generate in icy biomes, including the snowy tundra, snowy mountains, and icy spikes. The mines and workshops are fairly large and they take some time to generate, but exploring them is even more challenging as they contain twisting tunnels and they have defenders inside which protect the loot, which is stored in the vaults below the workshops. Number 2, Shrine Structures. This ever-expanding structure mod adds a dense collection of varied structures and buildings that spawn naturally within the overworld, coming in special styles. These different builds spawn as special monuments, each with a story to tell behind them and in different architectural styles. The unique algorithm in the Shrines mod allows for structures to create new variants of themselves, so there will be multiple unique styles for each of the structures, meaning they won't always look the same. Many of these new structures actually contain a ton of secrets and special loot to acquire hidden deep down below in the depths, below the buildings, or within them in their chests. Number 1, Stoneholm Underground Villagers. I love the different types of villagers in vanilla Minecraft. They come in different visual styles which are based upon their spawning biomes. But what if there was some kind of nuclear disaster, or what if some world emergency meant that everyone had to live underground? What would happen to villagers then? Well, they'd go underground, of course. In this mod, new villagers will spawn underground underground, featuring sprawling mazes consisting of winding hallways and different floors with multiple rooms, with villagers and vendors, bedrooms, profession stores, and also some abandoned secret sections which are full of treasure and loot if you happen to find them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and tell me in the comments below which of these 10 structure mods was your favourite and why, and also tell me any other cool structures and dungeon mods which I missed from this list. Check out the merch in the description and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.